We're back to Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show, and we're coming to this one, Sylvia's mother, on the heels of the last one that we did, which was highly entertaining, cover of the Rolling Stone, and we got a glimpse into a pirate on that one.
Yeah, I was a little bit taken back. I was like, okay, we got Captain Hook on the the screen, but Dr. Hook makes sense.
Yeah, and it was, a clever song in the sense of, initially they were getting everything they wanted other than getting on the cover of the Rolling Stone, and then ultimately got on the cover of the Rolling Stone. Remember the comments were saying in the last video that we did. And this one here, Sylvia's mother, came out when?
In 1972.
That's right.
It's off their debut album.
Yeah, they formed in 1967, but this was I think it was their initial single, debut album, 1972, and it did pretty well in the charts and kind of pushed them into the spotlight.
Yeah, it went to number 5 in the US, 2 in the UK, and number 1 in Canada.
Yeah, so you guys were saying this was the most popular one in the comments, Sylvia's mother. So if it's anything like the last one that we did, we should be highly entertained. But we're always appreciative of any further insights. We're always appreciative of what else when they do what on the video, Sam.
And give us a thumbs up and hype the video up if you like it.
And apparently that might be only available on browser. I don't know. Not on mobile, the hyping up.
People are probably like, what are you guys talking about? Hyping up a video. Meanwhile, I'm like, yeah, hype it up.
YouTube introduces new features left, right, and center, so
Yeah.
it's hard to keep up with them. Anyways, let's get into more from Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show.
Sylvia's mother says Sylvia's busy, too busy to come to the phone. Sylvia's mother says Sylvia's trying to start a new life of her own.
Okay.
Sylvia's mother says Sylvia's happy, so why don't you leave her alone?
Damn.
And the operator says 40 cents more for the next 3 minutes, please. Mrs. Avery, I just gotta talk to her. I'll only keep her a while.
Wow.
Please, Mrs. Avery, I just wanna tell her goodbye. Sylvia's mother says Sylvia's packing. She's gonna be leaving today. Sylvia's mother says Sylvia's marrying a fella down Galveston Way. Sylvia's mother says, please don't say nothing to make her start crying and stay. And the operator says 40 cents more
For another 3 minutes, you got to pay 40 cents.
This is very different, I feel like, than the last one that we did.
Oh, 100%. It's not what I was expecting at all. Actually, I'm so pleasantly surprised by the beauty of these harmonies that came in. I was not expecting that from what we experienced the first time with Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show, but was great. And the creativity in this one is off the charts, right? We got the storytelling, which sounds like Mother is blocking a little bit here. Yeah, I'm not going to let you...
Stonewalling the poor guy.
Yeah, I'm not going to let you upset my daughter again because she's happy now and you are the heartbreaker. That's seemingly what's going on from the story. But
Yeah.
the delivery of the lyrics by the lead vocalist here, right? He's kind of like quivering with his voice.
So much emotion coming through it.
Yeah.
It's tugging on my heartstrings a little bit. I really feel for this poor dude.
He's like crying, like, I just want to be able to speak to her. Let me at least speak to her one more time.
Yeah.
And you can really feel that and resonate that with the way it's being delivered, right?
Yeah, and I feel like it brings the emotional impact too, right? Because it's kind of like the urgency of him and just wanting to like have that conversation. And they have the whole operator thing that comes in. It's like the conversation's going to get cut off. You know what I mean? So it adds that emotional impact. But something that it also got me thinking about while we were listening to it is that just like how much times have changed, right? Because to me, my initial impact is kind of like, well, like if she's grown enough to be getting married. Like, why are you calling to talk to her mom? You know what I mean? But it's like in this time, like cell phones didn't exist. So it's like you had to call somebody's landline to get a hold of them. So it's like if the mom picked up the phone, you weren't getting through.
Yeah.
Crazy how much things have changed in that time period.
And who knows? Maybe Sylvia had told her mom, I need you to answer the phone.
Yeah.
Instead, we don't know the full details just
That's
yet.
fair. Yeah.
But one other thing I just wanted to mention is the instrument usage. Obviously, we saw the slide guitar, which always in country music adds to this like crying feel that you not always, but can add to this crying feel. Then you got the use of the harmonica as well. So we've got a diverse array of instruments already, but it adds to this soulful storytelling appeal, I feel like, specifically in this song.
Yep, totally agree.
Oops.
Says, please don't say nothing to make us start crying and stay. And the operator says 40 cents more for the next 3 minutes. Please, Mrs. Avery, I just gotta talk to her. I'll only keep her a while. Please, Mrs. Avery, I just wanna tell her goodbye. Sylvia's mother says Sylvia's hurrying. She's catching the 9 o'clock train. Sylvia's mother says, take your umbrella, 'cause Sylvia, it's starting to rain. And Sylvia's mother says, thank you for calling, and sir, won't you call back again? And the operator says 40 cents more for the next 3 minutes. Please, Mrs. Avery, I just gotta talk to her. I'll only keep her a while. Please, Mrs. Avery, I just wanna tell her goodbye. Tell her goodbye. Please, tell her goodbye.
That was Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show with Sylvia's mother, Sam. Closing thoughts.
Yeah, I really loved it. I think it had great storytelling. And we were actually reading before we got into this that it was written by a renowned songwriter who's actually a children's author and a poet as well, which is kind of cool. But I feel like the storytelling aspect really hit for me on this. And I feel like in almost like first person storytelling like this, it almost puts me in the narrator's shoes thinking about it. And it just like, it made me feel so bad because I'm like, this poor guy didn't even get any closure. He couldn't even say goodbye. You know what I mean? And it makes you kind of sad.
So Sam was impacted in an
Yeah.
emotional way with this one. And to me, it's interesting that, you know, the first experience that we had with cover of the Rolling Stone gave me this feeling of the harder exterior that these guys show with their image, right? You know, the eye patch for one. And, you know, they were kind of alluding to them being rock stars and this macho, you know,
I feel like it has a little
aspect.
bit of comedy aspect to it as well.
For sure. But I'm just more focusing in the harder exterior that I envisioned, right? These guys are probably wild childs, you know? And then this is a completely different side of them, a much softer side.
Yeah.
Not even just from the song itself and what it's talking about, but the delivery of it. The instruments are so soft sounding and vulnerable. And so it's such a sharp contrast between their two biggest hits, it seemingly, from what we've experienced thus far, have been very, very different. So very cool at that.
Yeah, to see the diversity and the creativity there.
Yeah. So give us your insights down below. Let us know where you listened to it the first time. Where were you? Were you in the car? Were you, somewhere hanging out with some friends? Were you waiting for this album? Let us know where you first heard this song. We always appreciate reading your stories and your insights. You're a great community, fantastic
Thank you
community.
so much, guys.
That we're very, very grateful for. And this ride has been amazing. We hope you continue on this ride with us on our next video. Have a great day, and we'll see you then.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.